The reason 98% of people don't end up rich isn't actually to do with how much they earn. What it really comes down to is poor decision making. You see, poor choices end up with missed opportunities and potential for traps. So how do we make better decisions? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down 6 key principles that I've learned whilst working with high net worth individuals for over 7 years. I'm Ash, I'm an FCA regulated financial planner based in London. I've been working in the wealth management industry for over 7 years, and I've seen firsthand how making the right choices can pave the path towards wealth. In this video today, I'm going to share these insights with you, so stick around right to the end. Principle 1 is all about learning to recognize and resist distractions. Do you ever find yourself lost in an endless scroll? Well, distractions, especially those on social media, can really derail your journey towards wealth. Each and every day, we are force-fed dopamine-inducing content everywhere we look. I can't tell you how many times I've ended up down a deep rabbit hole learning something I really did not need to know about. Unfortunately, I've found that it's almost impossible to remove every distraction from your life. However, that doesn't mean that it's not possible to recognize these distractions when they pop up. So next time you find yourself being pulled away from your goals by something that's really trying to grip your attention, all you need to do is ask yourself a very simple question. Is there something more important that I should be doing right now?
I feel like there's something we're supposed to be doing.
It's not always about cutting out every distraction. Sometimes it's more important to just make sure that your main priorities are handled and taken care of. This way, you are consistently making progress towards your goals without overtiring your brain, giving yourself a little bit of a break. Principle 2. Redefine productivity. Do you feel like you're constantly busy but never getting to the end of your to-do list?
So tired.
Well, it's not about pouring your resources into every task. Sometimes you need to be a bit more strategic about where you put your energy and your time. Think about a movie called Moneyball. It's about a baseball team called the Oakland A's who aren't doing too well financially.
Need more money. We're not going to compete with these teams that have big budgets.
When it comes to attracting new players, they just can't compete with the richer teams. So they have to become smarter with how they allocate their resources.
Your goal shouldn't be to buy players. Your goal should be to buy wins.
Instead of just going for the big stars, they start going for undervalued players that have big potential. This is exactly what you need to do when it comes to your time, your energy, and your money. You need to think about it like having a tight budget. You can't just spread your money thin on everything. You need to pick and choose where you want to spend the money to have the most effect.
Using stats the way we read them, we'll find value in players that nobody else can see.
Instead of trying to juggle 1,000 different things, have a think about what is going to move the needle the most for you. Just like in Moneyball, when you're smart about where you spend your resources, you end up getting more from what you have.
You won the exact same number of games that the Yankees won. The Yankees spent $1.4 million per win, and you paid $260,000.
Principle 3. Avoid the herd mentality. Remember when everyone was panic buying toilet paper and the shops were running out? Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean that it's the right thing for you. Seeing those empty shelves showed me how often we follow the crowd without extra questioning. In finance, jumping on the latest trend without doing your own research can be very risky. This principle reminds me of that scene in The Matrix, where Neo is given the option of choosing the blue pill, staying in the comfort of his fake life, or the red pill, seeing the truth, which may be a harsher reality. This movie taught me to always seek the truth, no matter what everyone else is doing. And when it comes to finances, you need to dig deep and do your own research to make sure that you understand the full picture. It's about embracing the reality of the market you're investing in and making informed decisions to live a better lifestyle. This approach can lead to a more challenging journey, but the rewards are much greater. If you are enjoying these insights, make sure you check out my free Market Insights newsletter to stay up to date on the latest trends. I send this out every Wednesday morning, and you can sign up by heading to the link in the description. Principle 4. Balance your confidence with caution. You know that feeling when you're caught between hope and hesitation? Your mind spirals thinking about everything that could happen, paralyzing you from acting.
I can't move.
Let me help you. Hey, come here.
In finance, learning to find balance, accepting both the potential for success and the risk of failure are what allow us to keep moving forward on our financial journey. Constantly flip-flopping between emotions is exhausting.
My emotions! My emotions!
You need to find a way to accept both realities. It's about acknowledging that yes, things could go wonderfully right, but things could also go unexpectedly wrong. This balanced mindset allows us to proceed with caution whilst also being open to opportunities that may arise. When facing difficult financial decisions, especially those that you doubt, try not to get caught up in your emotions. It's not about ignoring all the risks and just pushing forward blindly, but you need to stop yourself from being paralyzed by fear. Keep making effort. Keep exploring new avenues. Eventually, it will work. The important part is to maintain your momentum and always keep growing.
I can do this all day.
Principle 5. Embrace strategic sacrifices. Ever noticed how someone always has something that's new? A new car, a new watch, a new house. There's temptations around every corner. And let's be honest, it's difficult to not feel jealous about it. But here's the thing about getting ahead financially. It's all about what you can hold off for now, so that you can have something greater down the line.
I say patience.
Patience.
It's about choosing between the quick treat today or the larger reward in the future.
Future. The future.
Every time we put some extra money away instead of splashing out on something we really don't need, we're providing ourselves with a more secure future. It's not about never spoiling yourself. You just need to be more concise with your choices.
I want all of it.
You just need to figure out what is important to you right now and not get swayed by everything you see. I remember when I was fully caught up in what everyone else was doing around me. I had friends buying luxury cars, buying big houses, and for me, I just thought that they were all living a high life, and I wasn't. But there's a saying that I like to remember in times like this. You play the cards you are dealt.
But we play with the cards we're dealt.
It's not about having what everyone else does. It's about making the most of what I have. This meant focusing on my own financial stability instead of just chasing status. It wasn't easy, but it's led me to a place where I feel much more secure in my own skin. Principle 6. Live with intention. I used to think that getting rich was all about making big, bold, dramatic moves. But it's actually the small, simple daily tasks that can lead to a better financial future. Things like getting up early, planning out my meals, can honestly make such a huge difference. This all comes down to intentional living, which, when it comes to finances, is just about knowing why you're doing the things that you're doing. Those small, consistent actions every single day can really bring you to make a change in your life. Whether it's sticking to a budget or spending a little bit of time every day learning a new skill, you will thank yourselves in the years to come for making these small decisions. You need to make every choice deliberate and stay disciplined. Whenever I start to slack off, I remember Karate Kid. Mr. Miyagi made Daniel do all of these boring chores day in, day out. Then Daniel really didn't like it. However, these chores were teaching him valuable skills, which definitely came in handy later on. In the same way, our daily financial habits can lead us to a truly successful future. To wrap up, wealth is not just about money. It's about the choices that we make. If you feel like you're not fully in control of your finances, my free wealth check service might be right for you. Together, we will review your finances as they stand today, and we will map out a path for you to reach your ideal goal. Find out more in the description below. And if you're enjoying my content, you will love this video about why I moved out of my parents' house at 23.